Hi, and welcome to Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland's Home Ownership Program information session. In this video, we will discuss some things you need to know before applying. First, we'll answer some frequently asked questions. Let's get started. Do I have to have a family to apply? A family consisting of just one person can apply. Can I apply if I receive Social Security? Yes, we follow HUD income guidelines for income requirements. Is there a waiting list? There's no waiting list per se. We have an application period once per year and qualify families for our next year's building season. Can my application be transferred to another Habitat? No, it cannot. Each Habitat affiliate will have different income or qualifying criteria. Can I receive a home just by volunteering? That would be nice, but you must be approved into and complete our homeownership program to receive the keys to a new home. Can I request where I want to live? Habitat for Humanity of Cleveland builds in subdivisions to create neighborhoods. That property is deeded to you once we close on your home. Do you offer emergency housing? No, we do not, but we have community resources that we will share with you if this is your need.
What else does Habitat of Cleveland look at? These requirements apply to both the main and co-applicant. You must be at least 21 years of age to apply. You must live in Cleveland-Bradley County for at least a year. We will review your credit and your finances. Regarding your credit score, the median score must be a 580. We will review your current debt and delinquent debt. We will look at who you owe and do you repay your debt on time. Do you have collections, past due items, or are you in bankruptcy? You must be either a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident. You must also be willing to submit to a criminal background check, but please know that having a criminal background does not mean automatic denial.
Let's talk about what you need to know before you apply. What does our homeownership program offer? Who do we serve? Where is Habitat currently building? How do we select families? What education and training do we provide? What are sweat equity hours? What does the application process look like? And what fees are required? Let's talk about the benefits of the Habitat program. Our program provides simple, decent, and affordable homes for approved families. We have opportunities to reduce settlement costs by partnerships with local banks. We provide education that empowers you to be the most effective homebuyer you can be. By incorporating financial principles and financial foundations, our homebuyers have the tools to eliminate debt, save money, and change the financial path of their family for years to come. By doing this, we also provide the opportunity to build communities and improve quality of life. We also educate our homeowners on the following: budgeting, homeowner maintenance, understanding settlement cost, housing counseling, home warranties, and family support. Where and who do we serve? We serve Cleveland and Bradley County. Currently, we are building off of 20th Street and Foster Lane in our Moorlock Meadows subdivision. Over our 30 years in existence, we have built over 150 homes across our Cleveland community. We serve qualified families and individuals who meet our selection criteria. Let's talk about volunteer hours versus sweat equity hours. Many people have the misconception that if you volunteer enough hours, you are given a home. That is simply not the case. As a prospective homebuyer, you are required to do sweat equity to help build your home and contribute to the mission. One adult or applicant will be required to complete 300 hours of sweat equity. An applicant and a co-applicant, 2 adults, would be required to complete 400 hours of sweat equity. Now don't think you have to do this alone. If you have dependents in your home, they too can contribute sweat equity through their grades at school, work in the restore, or on the job site depending upon their age. I know you've been waiting for us to get to this point. How do we select the families for our homeownership program? There are 3 major factors that help determine how we select individuals and families for our program. They are need for adequate shelter, the ability to pay for that shelter, and the willingness to partner. Let's talk about each 3 individually. Your need for adequate shelter. It could mean that you are living in a situation of overcrowding. You are living under financial stress where you're paying over 30% of your monthly income in shelter. You're living in inadequate housing that has inoperable appliances, inoperable windows, and/or inoperable doors. Your ability to pay. We will look at your current net income and your debts regarding your ability to pay. What does that mean? What do you have going out versus what you have coming in? Are you paying more out in bills than what you have as far as income? We're also going to look at your willingness to partner. Our program is one where we work together with homeowner families in completing 300 to 400 sweat equity hours that include homeowner workshops and education, volunteering in our restore, at Habitat events, and on the construction site. Now that we've talked about the 3 selection criteria that Habitat uses to select families for the program, let's talk about how long this process will take. As we stated before, applications are accepted once per year. We will accept applications during the month of October. Once your application is received back in our office, it can take up to 4 to 6 weeks for it to be reviewed. During this time, we will complete a cash flow analysis, we will verify your income sources, we will complete a background check and a credit check, among other things. We ask that you please bear with us and keep a check on your email and phone messages for communications on next steps. Please note that if there are missing documents, the process can take longer.
Let's talk about fees that are associated with our program. In order to submit your application online, you will be required to pay a $25 fee that will cover your background check and your credit check. Other fees that are associated with our program include paying for your closing costs. If you are approved into our program, you will be required to save $3,500 to $4,500 to cover your escrow and government fees that are required at closing.
You may be asking yourself, what do I do now? If you feel that this program is right for you, we encourage you to start the application process. You will actually find the Should I Apply on our website. Use the answers to this checklist to ensure that you fall within the program requirements. Please visit us at habitatofcleveland.org/homeownership. On this page, you'll be able to select Should I Apply? You'll be able to look at sample questionnaires. We'll show you a step where you can review your credit for free, review more frequently asked questions, and then finally submit an email with our homeowner services department if you have any further questions.
What does the complete application process review look like? Number 1, submit your application. Visit us at habitatofcleveland.org to submit your application and upload required documents. Applications will be available starting October the 1st. Your completed application with required documents must be submitted online at habitatofcleveland.org by October the 31st. Number 2, the application review. A review process will begin on the application and required documents that you submitted. A cash flow analysis will be performed to determine your financial position and see if you meet HUD guidelines. A credit and background check will be completed during this time of the process as well. Number 3, if you meet the previously discussed items, your application will be submitted to our homeowner selection committee. At that time, you will participate in a get-to-know-you interview, undergo a current housing need assessment, which is a home visit, and will confirm that you are ready to partner and have an understanding of program requirements. Number 4, the decision. You will be notified of any final decision. If accepted, the fun begins. If you're not accepted, don't get discouraged. A Habitat staff member will talk to you about ways to strengthen your application for the next year. Many of our Habitat homeowners apply for our program more than once before getting accepted.
Well, future homebuyer, we have reached the end of our video. We thank you for taking the time out of your day to review the things you need to know before applying to our homeownership program. We wish you good luck and we look forward to receiving your application. If you have any questions, please reach out to our Homeowner Services Department at the email below. Thank you and have a great day.